From now until next week, it will be raining Samsung leaks. We've already heard and seen almost everything there is to know about the Galaxy S24 series, but there's always room for more reveals ahead of the official January 17 Unpacked event. The latest leak comes from tipster Ice Universe, who has posted an alleged hands-on video of the Galaxy S24 Ultra on X, formerly Twitter. The clip is just a few seconds long, but it's enough to show what looks like a pretty flat display with sharp corners. If there are any curves here, they are minimal and highly reduced compared to previous Ultra models. It looks like Samsung has removed the curved edges entirely from the Galaxy S24 Ultra. It's no surprise Samsung is opting for a flat screen on the S24 Ultra this year. Last year's S23 Ultra paved the way for this transformation with noticeably reduced curves. The S24 Ultra in the leaked video sports a fully flat screen to match the rest of the lineup. The bezels also look trimmer, and the selfie camera cutout looks smaller. Meanwhile, Samsung is likely to increase the update support for the new Galaxy flagships to 7 years in total. As of now, we cannot be sure yet, but the 7 years sound plausible after Google announced a similar timeframe for their Pixel 8 and Pixel 8 Pro camera flagships last year. According to Android headlines, Samsung's upcoming flagship will get updates for 7 years. The publication doesn't confirm if the 7 years will apply only to security updates, but hopefully Android, One UI, and feature updates will also be included. It will also be interesting to see if Samsung will extend the courtesy of 7 years of updates to existing devices, like the Galaxy S23 and the Galaxy Z Fold 5. Samsung included both new and old devices when it switched from its long-standing policy of 2 major OS upgrades to 3 and subsequently 4 major OS upgrades, but the company might skip doing so considering how serious a 7-year commitment to software updates would be. Samsung has apparently copied a lot from Google this year. Pixel 8 users are already familiar with all the generative AI features, which Samsung seems to promote under the tagline Galaxy Eye. The first promo shows how the Magic Editor clone will look like on Samsung phones. Moving, enlarging, or changing objects in photos will become more common on Galaxy S24 lineup. The 2 render images of Galaxy S24 and Galaxy S24 Ultra also confirm the information about the camera hardware that has been leaked many times before already. Quite alarming are the references to possible subscription models for Galaxy Eye features. According to the current leak, the new AI functions on supported Galaxy phones will be free of charge until at least 2025, after which some of the functions could become chargeable in one way or another. Unfortunately, details are not yet available. Since Google does not yet charge extra for its AI features, such plans are unlikely to be popular with Samsung Galaxy S24 buyers. However, it remains to be seen how perfect the edited photo will end up being, as generating artificial data to fill up the space where moved objects were originally placed can be a tricky thing. Everything looks perfect in promotional material, but real-life results can be hit and miss whenever eye manipulation of photos or videos is concerned. Meanwhile, Samsung has strategically placed billboards in cities such as Bangkok, London, and New York. These billboards showcase a captivating animation where a metallic coup transforms into stars, symbolizing their technology known as Galaxy Artificial Intelligence. Through this eye-catching display, Samsung aims to generate interest among individuals who may not have heard about their phone model, the Galaxy S24, and potentially entice them to make a purchase. Now for those excited, we're going to run through the full specs design and the price for each model in this 24 series to help you guys decide which one is right for you. Now for my regular viewers, you guys have seen this, so just skip to the next video, but if you're new here, then hit subscribe button for future updates too. Now we'll get right into it. The standard Galaxy S24 is coming with a 6.2-inch, 120Hz dynamic AMOLED display. We get a resolution of 2340 by 1080, and it's going to be using Samsung's new M13 OLED panels protected by Gorilla Glass Victus 2 with an Armor Aluminium 2.0 protection. We get a 12 megapixels punch hole camera for the selfies. Then on the rear, it's a 50 megapixels primary camera, a 12 megapixels ultra wide, and a 10 megapixel telephoto, and of course it's going to be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 in Canada and USA. While rest of the countries worldwide are going to be getting the Exynos 2400. We get 8 gigs of RAM and a choice of 128 or 256 gigs storage, and this is going to be a UFS 4.0. It comes with a 4,000 mAh battery and while having a 25 watts fast charging. We do know that we're getting 5G, Bluetooth 5.3, and Wi-Fi 7. Now it's coming with One UI 6.1 based on Android 14, and it's expected to launch from about $850 to $900, and that's going to be in February 2024. Now next up, we've got the Galaxy S24 Plus with a 6.7-inch 120Hz dynamic AMOLED display. We get an upgraded Quad HD Plus resolution of 3120 by 1440, and it's going to be using Samsung's new M13 OLED panel, and again protected by Gorilla Glass Victus 2 with an Armor Aluminium 2.0 protection. We get a 12 megapixels punch hole camera for the selfies. Then on the rear again, it's a 50 megapixels primary, a 12 megapixels ultra wide, and a 10 megapixel telephoto. It's going to be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 in Canada and USA, while rest of the countries worldwide are going to be getting the Exynos 2400, and again we get 12 gigs of RAM, then the choice of 256 or 512 gigs storage, which will be USS 4.0. It comes with a 4,900 mAh battery while having 45 watts fast charging, and again we get 5G, Bluetooth 5.3, and Wi-Fi 7. It's coming with One UI 6.1 based on Android 14, and it's expected to launch from about $1,050. Now finally, we've got the most premium, the Galaxy S24 Ultra. With this 24 Ultra, we got a 6.8 in 120Hz dynamic AMOLED display. It's got a resolution of 3088 by 1440, and again, it's using Samsung's new M13 OLED panel protected by Gorilla Glass Victus 2. We get a 12 megapixels punch hole camera for the selfies. Then on the rear, it's a 200 megapixels primary camera, a 12 megapixels ultra wide. We get a 50 megapixels 5 times, as well as a 10 megapixels 3 times telephoto zoom. Despite previous rumors, it's going to be powered up by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 in all regions, and it's only this 24 and this 24 Plus that is still going to be using the Exynos. And with this 24 Ultra, we get up to 12 gigs of RAM with the choice of 256, 512, and 1 terabyte of storage. And this is of course USS 4.0. It comes with a 5,000 mAh battery, and while having 45 watts fast charging, and we're also going to get 5G, Bluetooth 5.3, and Wi-Fi 7. Now it's coming with One UI 6.1 based on Android 14, and it's expected to launch from $1,250. So overall, the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra brings a fresh design with more strength and much brighter display, on top of upgraded hardware and lots of new AI features. The inclusion of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 in all models of the Ultra feels like a good move from Samsung, and with upgrades across the whole lineup, it should see plenty of success. Now, because of the similarities to the predecessor, though it's probably not going to make anyone with an S23 Ultra rush for an upgrade, but for anyone with an older S phone or looking to get their first S phone, then it's going to be a great choice. Now, of course, being so close to launch, more and more details are going to continue to come in, and I'm going to be sharing them as soon as they do. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a thing in the future. So, how do you like these new changes on the upcoming S24 lineup from Samsung? Share it down below in the comments section, and for more updates you can check out our channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you for the next time. Peace out.